Combo Fiend here to introduce Hugo. Now, I can't give you a change video on this character because you've never played him before. So what we're doing is what we're trying to do here is something a little different, where I pretty much just try to talk about the character, try to show you some things you should be on the lookout for, and some good tactics that you'd want to employ. So with Hugo, he has a lot of far-reaching attacks. They're pretty slow, but they're really effective and they all play their own part. Like one of his key buttons that you want to look out for is stand light kick. This move is extremely hard for the opponent to punish, and if it ever hits and you're kind of doing the clap in the background, if you press light kick and then you buffer the clap, then what happens is only the light kick comes out. But if the light kick ever makes impact, you get a clap. The beauty of that is that, let's say you hit a counter hit. Guess what? Now the clap combos. So you see that auto guard is on, right? So if you hit clap after the light kick on counter hit, it's a combo. But if not, it's okay though, because you still get the pressure. So you want to always be kind of buffering an attack behind this clap. You want to kind of just low light kick clap, but don't really use this move. You don't need to use this move more. It's better. Also, his sweep is kind of far. I mean, you could kind of use that, but I don't really think it's necessary. What you want to do is you just want to walk the opponent slowly, press them into the corner, and look for that. Another attack that you want to use that's really good is his elbow, his back and fierce. Now this move has armor a little bit after startup, and it persists until the attack is about to land. Now this is really good because it'll just stop people from doing stuff, and you could use it to turn the tides on them. So let's say Abel's gonna jump fierce you. Nope, don't do it. Right? You can try it again. Nope, we stopped that. See, like that. You just tell him to stop it. So that's really good for just keeping the opponents honest, because a lot of people won't respect Hugo. They'll try to just play footsies and whatever. It's like a walking focus. You have a walking focus attack. If it hits them out the air, it'll plant them. It's pretty sick. Now the next thing you want to know when it comes to his specials, let's go on to his specials. I know I didn't cover a lot of his normal attacks, but truthfully, all these other attacks, you'll learn how to use them in your own right. I mean, the real thing that's big for him is the light kick and the clap, because that's what you need for pressure. And also the stand heavy punch, because that's what stops a lot of attacks that would normally pressure Hugo and make things hard. So for the wall throw, that the range on that isn't too far, but the benefit is huge. The benefit is huge because you throw them against the wall, you get a backbreaker every time, and you push them so far into the corner. If you're gonna ever go for a command grab and you have the opportunity to go for any kind of command grab, I would honestly suggest you use the ultra throw. It's so good. The ultra throw is so good. I mean, the light SPD is really good too. It's 2-frame startup. You could use that when the punish window is really small, but ideally you'd want to use wall throw. So if you use a wall throw and then you do a clap and then a backbreaker, it gives you about 1 meter, and that will help you out in the long run. Burn that into your mind. It's definitely good. Another thing you want to keep in mind is how good the EX backbreaker is. So the EX backbreaker is great because it catches backdashes. So let's say you sweep someone and you have a hard read. This guy is just going to abuse backdash on his wake up. No, EX backbreaker, right? You want to use the EX backbreaker to keep them honest. It catches guys who jump from far away, it catches guys who backdash. It's an anti-air, of course. So if you're looking for a move to give you pretty much guaranteed damage on somebody who's airborne, that's the move that you want to look for. It's really good. Let's see. So next up of his specials that you want to know is his light clothesline. So he has a clothesline with medium, he has a clothesline with he has a clothesline with heavy, and he has a EX clothesline that has infinite armor. And that's all fine and dandy, but what you really want to know is you want to know how to use the light clothesline, and that's because it combos and it gives you a knockdown. Since it combos and gives you a knockdown, it'll put the opponent in an unfortunate situation where you could then do an elbow on their wake up or a body splash or whatever you want to do. But using the light clothesline, let's say you do this, you do a clap, jab, clothesline. You know, like that's key to being effective with Hugo. And last but not least, his move here, the one move that you really want to know how to use is Meat Squasher. So Meat Squasher takes them all the way to the corner. Whenever Hugo gets an opponent into the corner, he is at his best. If you have the ability to punish an opponent or use the light one in a tricky manner, it'll actually pay off quite a lot, more than you would think. So it's definitely worth trying here and there, especially after a block jab, because the block stun ends at just about the same time that the grab becomes active. And next thing you know, you have him in the corner, and then you just go to work. This is where Hugo shines. This is where you just clap him to death, slap him to death, and kick him to death. So it all works out. Just make sure you keep your eyes open. And for ultras, I'd say that outside of fighting a fellow grappler, you'd want to use Ultra 2. So Ultra 2 allows you, much like how I mentioned earlier, how the EX backbreaker will catch back dashes, back jumps, and things of that nature. Ultra 2 would do the same thing. So Ultra 2 is really good at, let's say somebody is afraid and they're like, oh no, get away from me. And then you just do the Ultra. Oops, sorry. Right there. I think I got him. Nope. And then they just backdash. See, I mean, you could catch it if you see it fast enough. So the Ultra is really good at catching guys who are trying to run away from you. And also, if, let's say you hit the wall throw, clap. Oh, and you get the backbreaker. Yes. But that's not what we're looking at. You do clap, Ultra 2. And I mean, not only are you getting good damage, but you also gain so much meter from that. So it's definitely the superior Ultra of the two. You definitely want to play that one. It'll definitely win you a lot more games. Just be smart about it, and remember, don't try to use it against the opponent who is jumping at you. So if he jumps at you and you try to do the Ultra, unfortunately Hugo flies so far and he's not active until, yeah, so I guess like T-Hawk's, if you use T-Hawk's Ultra like that, the last minute you want to catch them out the air, it definitely won't work. You want to make sure that when you use this Ultra, you try to use it when they're getting away, or if they're jumping at you, you try to use it as preemptively as possible. If you wait, I mean, Abel's a bigger guy, so you may hit it, but other characters, it'll miss, and then they'll be able to punish you. That's the last thing you want. So yeah, just make sure you use a little bit of discretion when you use Ultra 2. As for tactics, I mean, I already kind of pointed them out. You want to do light kick, clap, kind of just fish with that. The EX wall throw, the range is ridiculous. I don't know if you just saw that. So we're over here, hands touching. Got you. So you want to make sure that of all the grabs that he has, I think his command grab range for the EX wall throw is exactly the same as the light Gigas breaker. So make sure that you just keep your eyes open and try to use that when you can, because you will get the clap, you will get the backbreaker, and it will give you a ton of damage. Also, another thing you want to look at is his cross up. If you ever see that hit, make sure you do low jab in the clothesline or low short in the clothesline. Get the knockdown, stay close. That's how you excel with Hugo. Anyhow, guys, so once again, this is Combo Fiend. Try to introduce Hugo to you. Hopefully you employ some of these tactics and you get better, and after you do that, you show me something. Alright guys, peace out.